Calling all entrepreneurs, get ready because this week is all about the ladies. That is women-owned businesses. Coming up next on The Pulse. Hello, I'm Denise Roberts, and welcome to The Pulse, the show dedicated to helping Prince George's County businesses. Women entrepreneurs are the fastest growing segment of business owners in the United States. But compared to male-owned businesses, women-owned businesses generally fail at a higher rate, employ fewer people, and generate less revenue. The reasons for the disparity are complicated and varied. Difficulty in accessing capital, entrenched social norms, and differences in the industries male and female-owned businesses tend to cluster are a few of the reasons behind the imbalance. Joining me today to talk about some of these issues is Dawn Jackson, President and CEO of the New Dawn Marketing Group and also Executive Director of the organization called Women Business Owners of Prince George's County. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, because there are so many resource organizations out here that, some people just don't know about, can you talk a little bit about Women Business Owners of Prince George's County and how you serve as a resource for women businesses?
Absolutely. Our organization, WBO, has been in existence since 1986. Our mission is to educate, support, and invest in women business owners whose businesses serve the county. And what we do is we connect on a monthly basis, and we bring educational series, everything from workshops, seminars, hands-on resources where women business owners can find out things that they don't know, from the best marketing tactics, trying to get that access to capital. So we bring them the folks who can deliver on these where they otherwise wouldn't have access.
Okay. And what's the first step for women businesses to connect with your group?
The first step is to attend a meeting or go to our website, wbo.org. Learn about the organization. We always encourage people to come out and experience a meeting, because what you experience at a meeting is the connection. And that is really a huge part of the sustaining piece with women-owned businesses, knowing that you're not in it alone.
Seems like there's such a need for organizations like yours. What are some of the unique challenges that you have found that women entrepreneurs are facing in today's marketplace?
How long is the show? But well, first of all, I always say that women business owners, we wear many hats. Not only are we the business owner, but we are also the responsible mom at home. We are wives, we are daughters, and we, by nature, take care of everyone around us. So when you wear so many hats, you tend to not take care of yourself the most. So what happens is there's less of us to be spread out and go around. We tend to also, when we're getting into any industries, be afraid of failure, because a lot of us don't feel we have an option to fail, because there's so many people who depend on us. Access to capital that you mentioned earlier. I mean, if I could put that exponential factors next to that, that's what many of us face. Whether we have our ducks in a row, whether we have been revenue driven, meaning that we are making over even $1 million, it's not easy to necessarily have that venture capitalist invest in us. So you tend to go for loans if you can obtain them, but it's not an easy road by any stretch.
Now, you hear that a lot, access to capital. Would you say that that's the #1 challenge?
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there.
Why do you think that? Why do you say that?
Well, I think, historically, with women being, newer to the workplace than men, and then, newer to the entrepreneurial game. So let's start there. So we face a lot of sexism, whether it's, it's not necessarily deliberate. It's just like, I need to feel comfortable that you're going to be in this. So when you hear even the trends that you just named, and if we're not in business as long, they may be less likely to invest in us. So, but at the same time, it is that investment, and with us, you know, getting to know who we are, what we're doing, and you know what these numbers are that we know that we can sustain.
You've got a conference coming up in June. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely, because when we talk about the resources that are available to us, I think of the IM, which stands for It's All About Me, Women's Business and Wellness Conference.
Okay, when is that conference taking place?
It's June 7th, and it's actually taking place at Prince George's Community College and the Largo Student Center.
Okay.
One of our presenting sponsors, the Center for Entrepreneurial Development, has partnered with us because, you know, they also recognize the need to bring resources to women business owners, expose us to those people who have not only been successful, but to deliver on those things, those the education series, the master classes, the panel discussions, and really understand, you know, what it is that we need to do to be able to sustain our businesses. Okay,
we're going to come back to that. But this week's photograph for Selfie on the Pulse is from Dale Dykes, owner of Touch AV of Bowie, Maryland, a full-service audiovisual and low-voltage company specializing in residential, commercial, and government audiovisual solutions. If you would like to see your business on this show, take a picture of you and your business and send it to us on Twitter at PGC Diversity. Don't forget to use the hashtag #SelfieOnThePulse. Stay with us for more on challenges that women entrepreneurs are facing and how to overcome. But up next, the Pocket-Sized Business Guide.
Troops and their families, the military is more than a career. It's a journey, and every step along the way, the USO is there.
It's an experience that soldier will never forget. That's what the USO does.
Be a part of their journey. Donate today at USO.org.
Entrepreneurship is great for so many reasons. From having more flexible work hours to being your own boss and everything in between, it's no wonder more and more people are starting their own businesses, especially women. But no matter how big or how small, running a business is no easy feat. If you want to make sure your business is successful, follow these 4 important steps shared by businessnewsdaily.com. First, get social. Media, that is. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or even Pinterest, social media has proven to be a good conduit to business results, including sales leads, third-party endorsements, and purchases. If you're not there yet, get with the program. Number 2, being a small business owner is stressful, so use your network to form a reliable support system. Joining industry groups is a good way to create a personal network of support. Professionals within these groups can provide a great sounding board for new ideas, frustrations, and genuine dilemmas. Number 3, as small business owners, you should be able to delegate work to your employees. But before you can do that, it's important to hire trustworthy employees and train them well. This will help lighten your load and offset some of the work and concerns that literally keep you up at night. And finally, regardless of whether they own a business, many women already hold the title of CEO of the household. Managing the needs of a household, including children, spouse, multiple schedules, school obligations, extracurricular activities, etc., is definitely akin to running a small business. So don't stress about it. Take inspiration from it. Don't go away, because we will be right back.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to The Pulse. If you are just tuning in, we are talking with Dawn Jackson of Women Business Owners in Prince George's County. You know, we talked about the challenges that women business owners are facing in the last segment, and it sounds and looks like they can be more psychological issues. But what are some of the solutions that we can, what are some of the solutions to some of those issues, some of those challenges?
Well, I say, you know, those are some of the issues that, you know, a mindset is a big thing. But once you're out there, like several of us, for instance, I've been in business for 16 years. And one thing that I've learned that you're going to make mistakes. and you just keep moving. You learn from them, and you apply the knowledge to keep going. But it is very important that you stay connected, especially when you're an individual or a service provider. It's very easy to be caught in a vacuum of just what you have to do, your own responsibilities for your business. And not only do you lose connection with what's going on out there, the latest legislation that affects you. Once you're connected with organizations like the Women Business Owners of Prince George's County, you are around like minds, women who are also working the same way and who have experiences that you can learn from and things that you can share. That mind share is extremely important in a successful business.
And you talked about a fear of failing. Men don't have that fear as much as women do, right?
Because I think they're more excused for it. Any mistakes, even if on your credit, you know, they live with us, they stay with us. They're the reason we're not going to get that funding. Whereas it might be excused and expected, oh, he was adventurous. So those are societal, but we know these things. So when you know, you don't have to accept them as much as, hey, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We prove statistics wrong every day by, you know, staying in this, staying with it, and making sure that we are not only contributing to, you know, our business community, but our economy. Those are things that are important to
there was a report, the 2015 State of Women-Owned Businesses, that was issued by American Express Open, and it referenced that the highest concentration of women-owned businesses overall, in general, across the United States, are firms that are in healthcare and social assistance, followed by educational and other services. How do you see Prince George's County firms run by women in that picture?
Well, I think we span the gamut, you know, in terms of saturation in those fields that you've mentioned, along with construction, along with transportation. And that's, you know, one of the great things about our county, that we have accessibility to so many industries, you know, right here in the DMV. So I would say we mirror that variety.
And how often do you see success stories within our own county of women businesses?
I see them often, and that's one of the great things about being in WBO. When you're feeling that, oh my gosh, should I go on? And then we have companies like the Ellison Group, run by Nicole Parker, who started her business, and WBO was, you know, one of the organizations. We aligned with her. We helped make connections. She's an over $90 million business. One of your former guests, Marcia Milton, First Priority Trailways. Excellent example of a woman business owner who's in a male-dominated industry as well, who is successful and gives back, and she shares with the WBO community, people who are trying, you know, women who are trying to get into, you know, other fields.
Okay, so let's go back to your conference, because the conference seems to be able to address some of the issues really quickly. What can we expect, and where can we get more information about it?
What can you expect? You can expect a business-altering experience. What we pride ourselves on is when you come to the conference, you will have a shift. There will be a change in your business because you're going to leave with the tools that you need. Our keynote speaker this year is Nikki Barjan out of the Barjan Group. She's a global strategist, and what she's going to share in the keynote, as well as a master class, is based on the premise, why I am. So that's one of our hashtags, why I am. You can go there. You can also go to wbo.org to learn more, and to register, IamConference.com.
Okay, Dawn Jackson, thank you so much for coming on the show today. And that's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. This show and previous episodes are posted on our website, diversity.mypgc.us, and click on The Pulse. We are on Facebook and Twitter at PGC Diversity, and our YouTube channel is The Pulse TV. If you have a business question, send it to us on Twitter at PGC Diversity, and we'll answer it for you and mention your business on this show. Be sure to use the hashtag AskThePulse. I'm Denise Roberts, and remember, in Prince George's County, your success is our success.